Glass explodes across Shibuya Crossing. The silver Merced spins like a coin flipped by fate, metal screaming against asphalt. Maya Chen drops her coffee cup. The ceramic shatters at her feet, but she's already running. The crowd backs away. Phones rise into the air. Everyone films, no one moves. Maya doesn't think. She runs straight into the smoke. The car door is hot enough to burn. She feels the metal sear through her sleeve, feels her skin blister, but she pulls harder. Inside, an elderly woman slumps against the steering wheel, blood trickling from her temple. The hood of the Merced smokes, flames licking upward. "Hold on," Maya shouts in Japanese. "I've got you." The woman doesn't respond. Maya braces her foot against the car frame and yanks with everything she has. The door gives way. She stumbles backward, nearly falls, then lunges forward to unbuckle the seatbelt. Her hands shake. The woman's pulse is weak but present. Maya drags her from the wreckage, feeling the woman's dead weight, feeling her own muscles scream in protest. They collapse onto the pavement 10 feet from the car, just as the flames surge higher. Maya's hands move on autopilot, checking the woman's breathing, tilting her head back, pressing her apron against the bleeding wound. The crowd murmurs in surprise. She doesn't understand why until she realizes she's been speaking Japanese the entire time. Perfect, fluent Japanese. If you're already hooked, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Let me know where you're watching from. Sirens wail in the distance, but they're not the first to arrive. 3 Black Range Rovers screech to a halt, blocking every exit from the intersection. The doors open in perfect synchronization. Men pour out in dark suits, earpieces glinting, tattoos visible on their necks and hands. They move like soldiers, like a coordinated extraction team. The crowd scatters. Maya looks up from the injured woman and freezes. A tall man steps from the center vehicle. He's lean, sharp-featured, with ink crawling up his neck and disappearing beneath his collar. His eyes are cold, calculating, scanning the scene with mechanical precision. When his gaze lands on his mother, something flickers across his face, something almost human, before the mask returns. He walks toward Maya. She stands, instinctively placing herself between him and the woman. "She needs a hospital," Maya says in Japanese, her voice steady despite her racing heart. The man stops 3 feet away. "She's coming with us. She needs proper medical care." "You don't understand what you've just walked into." His voice is quiet, dangerous. "Who you've just saved." Maya's jaw tightens. "I understand she's bleeding and unconscious. That's all that matters." The man studies her with those cold eyes. "You speak our language well, too well for a foreigner." "My mother was Japanese. My father is Black American. I'm both." Maya meets his stare. "And right now, I'm the person who just pulled your mother from a burning car while everyone else filmed it for social media." Something shifts in his expression. Respect, maybe, or calculation. Before he can respond, a weak hand grabs Maya's wrist. The elderly woman's eyes flutter open, unfocused but determined. She looks at Maya, then at her son, and speaks in a voice barely above a whisper. "Musum. Daughter." The word hangs in the air like a blade. Every guard freezes. The tall man's eyes widen, just slightly, before his face hardens into stone. "Mother, you don't know what you're." "Musum," the woman repeats, stronger now. Her grip on Maya's wrist tightens. She switches to formal Japanese, the kind reserved for binding declarations. "She saved my life. She risked herself for a stranger. By blood oath, by family law, she is my daughter now." Maya's heart hammers. "I don't understand." The tall man steps closer. "You do now. In our world, when the family matriarch claims someone, it's binding, your family." His eyes bore into hers. "Whether you want to be or not." "I just wanted to help." "Your shift just ended," he says flatly. "Permanently." 2 guards move toward Maya. She backs up, hands raised. "Wait." "You can walk or we carry you," the man says. "But you're coming. Your face was seen. Everyone here saw you save her, which means everyone who wants her dead now knows exactly who you are." The words hit like a physical blow. Maya looks around. Hundreds of phones point in her direction. Her face is everywhere: social media, news feeds, viral videos already spreading across Tokyo. She's trapped. "Get in the car," the man says. It's not a request. The medical facility looks nothing like a hospital. It's too clean, too private, too fortified. Biometric locks on every door, guards in every hallway, security cameras in every corner. Maya sits in a sterile examination room while a nurse treats her burns in silence. Through the window, she sees more guards patrolling a courtyard that looks more like a military compound than a medical center. The tall man stands by the door, watching her. He hasn't introduced himself, hasn't spoken since they arrived. "Can I go now?" Maya asks. "No. I'm not injured, not seriously." "You're a target now." He crosses his arms. "You understand that, don't you? Someone tried to kill my mother today. They used a car accident to make it look like an accident, but it wasn't. And you were seen pulling her from that car, which means they'll come for you to get to her." Maya's hands tremble. She hides them in her lap. "So what am I supposed to do?" "Stay alive." He moves away from the door, closer to her. "Stay here, under our protection. Learn how our world works. And hope my mother's claim keeps the vultures from tearing you apart." "Your world." "A world you shouldn't have entered." His voice softens just slightly. "But you did, and now you're part of it." The door opens. The elderly woman enters, moving slowly despite her bandages and IV drip. She's regal, commanding, even in a hospital gown. Her eyes are sharp, assessing, taking in Maya with the precision of someone used to reading people. She speaks in English, her accent thick but clear. "You have courage, rare courage most people would have filmed, posted online, chase likes and shares." She sits across from Maya, studying her face. "You ran into fire, why?" Maya meets her gaze. "Because someone needed help." "So simple." "Yes." The woman smiles, a real smile, warm and approving. "I am Lady Hana Nakamura. This is my son, Kenji. You saved my life today. That debt cannot be repaid with money or gratitude." She reaches across the table, placing her hand over Maya's. "I claimed you as my daughter because I meant it. You have the heart of family. Now you have the protection of family. But also the danger," Maya finishes. "Yes," Lady Hana's smile fades. "Someone wants me dead, someone close, someone in my own family. And now they want you dead too." Maya's throat tightens. "I just wanted to help." "I know," Lady Hana squeezes her hand. "And that's why you'll survive this, because you act without calculation, without fear, without hesitation." She stands, moving toward the door. "Rest tonight. Tomorrow you learn how to live in this world." She leaves. Kenji remains. "Who are you people?" Maya asks quietly. Kenji's expression is unreadable. "A family that's been in Tokyo for 5 generations. A family with power, money, connections. A family with enemies." He moves to the window, looking out at the courtyard. "My father tried to leave once. He wanted a normal life. They killed him for it." Maya's breath catches. "They." "My uncle, my cousins, others who saw his departure as betrayal." Kenji's jaw tightens. "I was 12. I learned early that in this family, loyalty is everything, disloyalty is death. And now I'm part of this." He turns to face her. "My mother's word is law. She claimed you. That makes you untouchable by family law." He pauses. "But it also makes you a target for anyone who wants to hurt her." "So I'm trapped." "You're protected." Kenji's eyes soften just slightly. "There's a difference." He leaves her alone in the sterile room. And for the first time since the accident, Maya allows herself to cry. Morning light filters through the shoji screens. Maya wakes in a room that's too beautiful, too traditional, too expensive. She's in a guest house on the Nakamura estate, a sprawling compound of traditional Japanese architecture mixed with modern security. Gardens and koi ponds hide cameras and motion sensors. Elegant gates conceal reinforced steel. She finds clothes laid out for her, expensive, perfectly sized, clearly chosen with care. When she emerges from the guest house, a photograph sits on the garden table. Her face circled in red marker. Japanese characters scrawled across the image. Chinese letter, outsider and Chinese letter, death. Maya's hands shake as she picks up the photo. Someone was in her room. Someone left this as a message. Not everyone is happy about Mother's decision. She spins around. Kenji stands in the garden, shirtless, sweat glistening on his skin. A massive dragon tattoo covers his entire back, intricate and beautiful and terrifying. He's been training. A wooden practice sword rests against a nearby tree. Maya holds up the photograph. What the hell is this? A warning. Kenji doesn't seem surprised. Some family members think you're a weakness, an outsider who doesn't belong. They're right, Maya's voice cracks. I don't belong here. My mother disagrees. Kenji picks up a towel, wiping sweat from his face, and her word is final. Even if it gets me killed. It won't, his voice hardens. I won't let it. Footsteps approach. A man in his 30s, muscular, with a scar across his eyebrow, studies Maya with open skepticism. He speaks in casual Japanese, the kind friends use, testing her fluency. So you're the one who saved Madame. Your Japanese is surprisingly good. Maya responds without hesitation, matching his casual tone with perfect politeness. Thank you. I've studied since childhood. It's an honor to serve the family. The man, Yuki Tanaka, Kenji's head of security, nods slowly, impressed despite himself. You pass, for now. He walks away, leaving Maya and Kenji alone in the garden. You've been fighting to belong somewhere your whole life, haven't you? Kenji says quietly. Maya turns to him, surprised. What makes you say that? Because I recognize it. He steps closer. You speak perfect Japanese, but they see your skin first. You understand our culture, but you're not fully accepted. You code switch, adjust, adapt, always performing, always proving. His eyes search hers. I was born into this fire. You chose to step into it. That takes a different kind of courage. Maya's throat tightens. No one has ever seen her this clearly. Before she can respond, Kenji's phone buzzes. His expression darkens as he reads the message. Stay close to the house today, he says. Don't wander. Why? Because the people who tried to kill my mother are getting bold. He leaves her standing in the garden, alone with her fear and the photograph still clutched in her hand. The garden is peaceful when the attack comes. Maya walks among the bamboo groves, trying to clear her mind, when she hears the rustle behind her. She turns, but not fast enough. A masked figure lunges from the shadows, knife gleaming in the afternoon light. Instinct takes over. Maya blocks with her forearm, feeling the blade slice through fabric but miss skin. Her body remembers training from years ago, self-defense classes she took in college, muscle memory buried beneath years of ordinary life. She twists, drives her elbow into his ribs, but he's stronger. Faster. He slams her against a tree. The knife comes up toward her throat. The gunshot cracks through the air like thunder. The attacker's shoulder explodes in red. He screams, stumbles backward, then runs. Maya slides down the tree trunk, gasping, her legs unable to hold her weight. Kenji appears, gun still raised, eyes wild with fury. He fires another shot after the fleeing figure, then holsters the weapon and drops to his knees beside Maya. Are you hurt? His hands move over her arms, checking for wounds, his touch surprisingly gentle. I'm fine, Maya manages, though her voice shakes. He didn't. He got too close. Kenji's jaw clenches. His hands cup her face, forcing her to look at him. You're bleeding. She touches her cheek. Blood comes away on her fingers, just a scratch from the tree bark, nothing serious. But Kenji's expression is murderous. Who was he? Maya asks. Someone testing our defenses, testing you. Kenji's thumb brushes the blood from her cheek, his touch lingering. They want to know if you're worth protecting, if you're strong enough to survive here. And if I'm not, then they'll use you to get to her. His eyes bore into hers, inches away. But I won't let that happen. Why? The question slips out before Maya can stop it. Why do you care? Kenji's expression shifts, something raw and vulnerable breaking through the cold exterior. Because you saved the only person who ever made this life bearable. Because you ran into fire without hesitation. Because, he stops himself, but his hands remain on her face. Because you're mine to protect now. The air between them crackles with electricity. Maya feels her heart racing, feels the heat of his body so close to hers, feels something shifting in her chest that has nothing to do with fear. From a window above, Lady Hana watches them with a knowing smile. Drop a comment right now. Do you think Maya belongs in this world, or should she run while she still can? The next 3 days blur together. Maya maintains her facade during estate dinners, speaking perfect Japanese, bowing at exactly the right depth, using the correct honorifics. She impresses the elders. She earns nods of approval. She performs her role flawlessly. But at night, alone in her room, she video calls her sister Amber in California. "Girl, you look exhausted," Amber says, concern creasing her face. "What's going on with this job?" Maya forces brightness into her voice. "Just busy. The family I'm working for is very traditional, lots of protocol." "Are they treating you okay?" "Yeah, they're..." Maya glances at the door where guards stand just outside. "They're protective." After the call ends, Maya stares at her reflection in the bathroom mirror. Her face looks unfamiliar, too composed, too careful, too much of a performance. Memories flood her unbidden. She's 7 years old in a Tokyo elementary school. Japanese children whisper behind her back, pointing at her hair, her skin. "Hafu," they call her, half, not whole. She's 15 in Oakland, California. Black girls at her new school circle her in the bathroom. "You're not really black though, are you?" one says. "You're too proper, too quiet, too Asian." She's 23, standing between her Japanese mother and Black American father at a family gathering. Her mother whispers, "Speak more Japanese, you're forgetting your heritage." Her father pulls her aside later. "Don't forget where you come from. Don't let them make you ashamed." She's always been too black for the Japanese. Too Japanese for the black folks. Too much of both, not enough of either. In the present, Maya's reflection fractures in the mirror like broken glass. Tears stream down her face. "I don't fit anywhere," she whispers to herself. "I never have." A soft knock interrupts her breakdown. Kenji enters without waiting for permission, carrying a tea tray. He sees her tears, sees her broken expression, and something in his face softens completely. He sets down the tray and sits beside her on the floor, saying nothing at first. Just present, just there. "My father died trying to leave," Kenji finally says, his voice quiet. "He told me once that he felt trapped, born into duty, raised for obligation, trained to lead. He never had a choice." Kenji stares at his scarred hands. "I was angry at him for years, for wanting to leave, for choosing freedom over family. But now I understand. He just wanted to be seen as a person, not a position." Maya wipes her eyes. "At least you fit the role, even if you hate it." "Do I?" Kenji's laugh is bitter. "I wear the tattoos, I speak the language, I follow the traditions. But inside, I'm just as trapped as you feel, just better at hiding it." "It's different," Maya says. "You belong to one world. I'm split between two. Too black for the Japanese, too Japanese for the black folks. I spend so much energy code switching, performing, adjusting, that I forget who I really am underneath it all." Kenji turns to face her fully. "You saved my mother without thinking about which culture you belonged to. You didn't calculate. You didn't perform. You just acted." His hand moves closer to hers on the floor. "That's who you are, someone who runs toward fire when others run away." "That doesn't solve the problem of not belonging." "You belong here." Kenji's voice is firm. "My mother claimed you. I protect you. That makes you more family than half the people who share our blood." Their hands are nearly touching now, barely an inch apart. "Kenji." Shouting erupts outside. Both of them jump to their feet. Guards scramble in the courtyard below, weapons drawn. Kenji's phone buzzes. He reads the message and his expression turns to stone. "Stay here," he commands. "What's happening?" "My uncle is here." Maya doesn't stay in her room. She follows Kenji through the hallways, moving silently, staying in the shadows. She finds him in a hidden room, a war room filled with monitors, maps, surveillance equipment. Yuki and 3 other guards surround a table covered in photographs. The hit on Lady Hana wasn't random, Yuki says, pointing to documents. We traced it back. It was ordered by your uncle, Hiroshi. He's making a move for control. One guard speaks up. And the girl is a problem, an outsider, a weakness he can exploit. Maya steps from the shadows. I'm standing right here. All eyes turn to her. Kenji's expression is unreadable. Maya walks to the table, looks at the photographs, the evidence, the proof of internal betrayal. I didn't ask for this, she says, her voice steady despite her racing heart. I didn't ask to be claimed, to be protected, to be part of this family, but I'm here, and I don't break easily. Yuki studies her with new respect. You have courage, I'll give you that. Kenji's jaw tightens. Everyone out, now. The guards file out, leaving them alone. You shouldn't have heard that, Kenji says. But I did, Maya crosses her arms. So what now? Am I a prisoner or family? Family, Kenji's voice is absolute. My mother's claim makes you family. That means you're in this fight whether you like it or not. Then stop treating me like I'm fragile. Before Kenji can respond, the sound of screeching tires fills the air. They rush to the window. A black Lexus crashes through the garden gate, stopping in the courtyard with aggressive precision. Uncle Hiroshi emerges, older, traditional, radiating cold authority. 6 men flank him, hands visible near concealed weapons. It's time, Kenji says grimly. The courtyard confrontation happens fast. Uncle Hiroshi speaks in rapid, dismissive Japanese. Kenji, this Kyoranbo does not belong here. She weakens us. She makes us vulnerable. The slur hits Maya like a slap, but she doesn't flinch. She steps forward, responding in flawless, formal Japanese, the kind reserved for challenging authority. I am not a weakness. I am Maya Chen. I am black. I am Japanese. I am Afro-Japanese American. I am whole, not torn, not confused, not apologizing for existing. Uncle Hiroshi's eyes widen in surprise at her linguistic mastery. Maya switches to English, her voice cutting. I saved Lady Hana's life while your people watched and filmed. I didn't calculate the risk. I didn't worry about politics or power. I just acted. She takes another step forward. Can you say the same about loyalty, or are you too busy planning coups? Silence blankets the courtyard. Uncle Hiroshi's face reddens. You dare. Kenji moves to stand beside Maya, a united front. She stays. Mother's word is final. Challenge it and you challenge her directly. Is that what you want, Uncle? A public declaration of rebellion. Uncle Hiroshi's jaw clenches. This will fracture the family. Then leave, Kenji says coldly. She stays. The standoff lasts 10 seconds that feel like hours. Finally, Uncle Hiroshi turns, motioning to his men. This isn't over. Yes, it is, Maya says. Her voice doesn't waver. Uncle Hiroshi and his entourage leave. The gate closes behind them. Maya's legs nearly give out, but Kenji catches her elbow, steadying her. You just made a powerful enemy, he says. Maya meets his eyes. I've been making enemies just by existing my whole life. At least now I have backup. Kenji's expression softens completely. You don't have to prove anything. Not to them. Not to me. I've spent my whole life proving myself, Kenji. I'm exhausted. He cups her face in his hands. Then stop. You fit here with me. You always have. The kiss happens naturally, tender, earned, electric. Maya feels something inside her chest unlock, something she's been holding closed for years. When they pull apart, both are breathing hard. Lady Hana appears in the garden pavilion, holding a small lacquered box. She approaches slowly, regal despite everything. 5 generations of Nakamura women have worn this, she says, opening the box to reveal a bracelet of jade and onyx, intricate and ancient. She takes Maya's wrist and clasps it on. Now you wear it, not because you were born into this family, but because you earned it. Lady Hana touches Maya's face gently. You remind my son that he is human, not just a weapon. You remind me why we protect what matters. You are family, Maya, truly. Maya's tears flow freely. Thank you. Lady Hana smiles. Thank you for running into fire. If this story touched you, hit that like button and subscribe. We're building a community of people who believe in belonging. 6 months later, Maya and Kenji sit at a ramen stand in Shinjuku, laughing, speaking Japanese and English interchangeably, effortlessly. No performance, no code switching, just ease. Maya video calls Amber. I'm happy, sis. Really, truly happy. Amber grins. I can see it, you look free. In estate meetings, Maya contributes strategy. Elders nod at her suggestions. She's respected not for her heritage, but for her insight. She trains with Kenji in the mornings, equal partners, balanced. One evening, Kenji leads her to the same garden where she was attacked. Cherry blossoms float through the air like pink snow. He kneels, pulling out a ring, jade stone set in platinum, traditional and modern at once. I'm not asking because of duty or family law, Kenji says, his voice thick with emotion. I'm asking because I choose you, every day, your strength, your complexity, your wholeness, all of it. Maya's heart soars. Yes, because I finally found home, not a place, people who see all of me. They kiss as cherry blossoms fall around them like blessings. From the pavilion, Lady Hana watches with satisfaction. Maya's voiceover fills the final moment. I'm Maya Chen. I'm Black, I'm Japanese, I'm Afro-Japanese American. I don't fit in a box, I never will, and I'm finally home. The camera pulls back, showing the estate lit by lanterns, showing a family that chose each other, showing a woman who claimed all of herself and found belonging not by choosing sides, but by refusing to split herself in half ever again. If Maya's journey resonated with you, let me know in the comments what home means to you. Subscribe for more stories about finding where you belong. And remember, you don't have to choose. You can be whole.